Okay, imagine this. You're walking your dog, sipping a smoothie, minding your own business, when suddenly the sidewalk cracks open and whoosh, you fall into a wormhole. No warning, no instruction manual. Just you, your confused dog, and maybe half a smoothie. What happens next? Would you pop out in another galaxy? A different universe? Would you even survive? And what is a wormhole anyway? Buckle up because this is going to get weird in the best way. So first, let's break down the whole wormhole thing. A wormhole is basically a theoretical tunnel through space and time, like a cosmic shortcut. Imagine space as a giant piece of paper. You're at one end and your destination is at the other. A wormhole folds the paper and pokes a hole through both points, letting you skip the middle. Boom, intergalactic fast travel. Wormholes were first predicted by Einstein's theory of general relativity, and while we haven't found one yet, the math says they could exist. Maybe if the universe is feeling spicy. Now let's say, against all odds, one opens up right under your feet. First off, falling in, you probably wouldn't even know what's happening. 1 second you're upright, the next, gravity goes haywire. The inside of a wormhole wouldn't look like a tunnel with lights and metal walls like in the movies. It would be more like falling through a kaleidoscope in a blender. Colors stretch, time wobbles. Your dog is barking in slow motion, or reverse, or both. But here's the catch. Real theoretical wormholes are not stable. They collapse almost instantly. You wouldn't just fall through, you'd be spaghettified. Yes, that's a real term. It means being stretched into a long string of atoms by tidal forces. Basically, your feet fall faster than your head. Not ideal. But what if this wormhole is stable? Maybe it's held open by some exotic matter with negative energy. Something straight out of science fiction. Something that breaks all the normal rules of physics and possibly your bones. Now things get interesting. Inside a stable wormhole, you wouldn't feel like you're moving at all. Space itself would be doing the moving. It'd be like sitting in a quiet room while the universe rearranges itself around you. After a few dizzying seconds, pop you. Exit the other side. Where do you end up? Well, depends on where the other end is. It could be on the other side of Earth. Surprise, you're in Australia. Around another star. Hope you brought sunscreen. Stellar UV is brutal. In another galaxy. Billions of light years away from home. Oops. Or in an entirely different universe with different physics where dogs talk and smoothies drink you. Also, time might have passed differently. What felt like 5 seconds for you could be 500 years for everyone else. Congrats, you're now a space-time tourist and a time traveler. Hope you didn't leave the oven on. But here's the wildest twist. Some scientists think wormholes might allow time travel. If one end of the wormhole is moving fast, say near the speed of light, it would experience time slower than the other end. That means you could enter one side in 2025 and exit the other in 1999. Yes, technically, you could fall into a wormhole and land in the past. You might crash into a blockbuster and get stuck, explaining TikTok to a teenager in cargo pants. But before you start plotting how to go back and warn people about 2020, there's a catch. There's always a catch. Even if wormholes can do this, they might be inherently unstable the moment something tries to use them to mess with causality. Physics seems to hate time paradoxes. The universe might literally destroy the wormhole just to avoid you meeting your younger self and ruining everything. So what if you fell into a wormhole? Best case, you take the most mind-blowing trip across the universe, maybe through time, and come back with a story no one will believe. Worst case, you get stretched into cosmic spaghetti and deleted from space-time. Either way, super cool. Also terrifying, but mostly cool. And hey, if wormholes do exist, they could one day revolutionize space travel. Instead of taking 75,000 years to get to another star, We might do it in 5 minutes. No seatbelt required. Just hope you like uncertainty, nausea, and quantum weirdness. If your brain just folded like a wormhole, you're not alone. So what do you think? Would you jump in if you saw one? Or nope out of there like a sensible earthling? Let us know in the comments. Smash that like button like it's unstable exotic matter, and subscribe for more science-soaked thought experiments. New videos every week that make you go, wait, what? Thanks for watching, and whatever universe you end up in, stay curious.